Right, to get started taking the chain and sprockets off, first off you want to loosen this nut. You want to do it while the bike's all still together, so you can put it in gear and hold the back brake, stop it from turning. There's a little lock and tab washer, just fold it over onto the nut. Just want to give that a tap to get it out of the way. Same with the bike in first gear. You have a 30mm socket. And just crack the nut off. And while it's still together, just the nuts on the back of the rear sprocket. You got a 6mm Allen key and 12mm nut on the back. Just want to crack the nuts off as well. It's better if you do it this way instead of trying to turn the Allen key, because they can, if they're tight, just get rounded off. You'll never get them out without drilling it. So with all the parts loose, time to split the chain. I've got a Dremel with a little grinding bit on. Just want to ground off one of the pins till it's flush. Right, so with that down, I've got a chain splitter. So you get this set different parts in the kit. So this goes in. The back of the pin sits on there. And you tighten this part down. Just nip it up, it doesn't need to be tight. And you've got this part that you screw in, and it pushes the pin out the other side. That's the pin out of the chain. And it'll just come apart. So that's the chain off. I can take the nut off. Bit corroded in behind there. Bit of spray on it. Right, took a while, but that's that off now. It's had a build up of all dirt in the teeth, just castrating it with a penetrating spray, moving it back and forth Get a bar behind her, give a bit more leverage. That's it off. I'm going to give it a good clean around the back here. There's a seal behind here. It gets built up with rust. Can cause a seal to leak. You can change it to a stainless steel spacer. So back at the back wheel, let's take the axle nut off. Slide the axle out. And you can just use your 6mm Allen key and screw all the bolts off. You just pull the sprocket off. He's in the front one. And I'm going to give it a good clean while it's all apart and get into places easier. And put it back together. I've given the wheel a bit of a clean. It's better than what it was. So I've got the new sprocket. Just line it up, the holes. I put a bit of blue Loctite under the bolts. Just using the same ones that I took off. The nuts on the back. And just tighten those down evenly. And just torque them down to 30 Newton meters, which is 22 foot-pounds. So I've got the back wheel back in the bike, just leaving it loose for now. So put the front sprocket on. I've got a new tab washer. Just put the nut on. See, it's got a groove on the inside that sits in over the teeth. I'm going to Loctite that as well, but to leave it loose for now until I get the chain on. Right, it's the new chain. It's a DID X-ring chain. It's one of roll it over the sprockets. Just feed it round. Under the chain guard too. And bring it in, so I leave the wheel loose. Till the parts meet. To get your master link, there's a little bag of grease in the kit. Put it on there. Rub it in. You want to put 2 of the X-ring O-rings onto the chain, one either side, and in through the back of the chain. Some more grease on that side. The other 2 O-rings. I need some grease to keep it all together. And get the final plate. Push it on for now, so it stays in place. And with the chain tool, just leave the back plain, and this adapter on the other side, this will push on the plate until the pins come out and hit the back there. Get it lined up, screw it in by hand. Make sure the groove's in the right place. Just tighten it on with your spanner. It goes all the way down. That's it. Don't need to force it more than it needs to go. Make sure the links move freely. Then you want the riveting adapter. It's got the point on, which pushes in, and it spreads out the rivets so the chain can't come off. Get it lined up. And just tighten it down. You tighten it and loosen it and keep doing that. And you'll see when it's starting to flare out. Doesn't need much. If you just compare it to the original one that hasn't been done yet, you can see it's starting to flare. Let's do it a little bit more. I'll do for that one. Same with this side, just screw it in. You don't want to overdo it either, or it'll make it a stiff link. It's right there as well, just check the links still, make sure they move freely. So now with your chain fastened together, just take the nut back off. Just put a bit of Loctite on the threads. So on the nut too if you want. And just tighten that down. Put it in first gear. Stop the wheel from turning. Also, I guess something about the foot on the back brake too. This is 110 Newton meters, 81 foot-pounds. And just bend over the tab, get some pipe pliers, you can get it, and just pull it over. Just need to do one side. So you see it there, flush with the nut. You just need to adjust your chain. Tighten the axle nut at the back, and that's you ready to go.